Hello everyone, and welcome to Selling with Corey, where we sit down and have these little chit chat videos about my print on demand stores, how they're going, what I'm working on, with some random videos in between. Today I am wearing a text-based t-shirt that says I can't adult today, to have this conversation about how I am playing around with Photoshop for text-based designs. Now, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I purchased Photoshop around the time I purchased some designs off of Etsy in order to sell with my print-on-demand stores, because if you've ever sold with Merch by Amazon, you need to have your designs at a certain size. So obviously the designs that I got off of Etsy were already set as preset design. I couldn't have them reset, I couldn't have them redo them, so I had to do it myself. So I bought Photoshop in order to do that, which let me tell you, that was a little bit of a headache to try to figure out. But now that I've figured it out and I've got everything going with it, I'm kind of moving a little bit more towards text-based designs. Now, obviously, text-based designs, they do sell fairly well. Sometimes having a graphic with them helps them out a little bit, but I have seen some text-based only designs that sell really, really well. There's a couple of people I follow on YouTube that talk about like current shirts that are selling, current niches to get into, and quite a few of them are text-based only designs. So I figured I would start giving it a try. I've been playing with it around a little more. Since a lot of my shirts that I have for the holidays are text-based only, I figured why not try to figure out a couple that I can do myself. I'd like to have about 2 or 3 at least figured out before Halloween comes around so that I can do some Halloween ones. Now, obviously, you know, I've already posted my fall shirt designs. If you've been following my journey this month, I do plan on posting my Halloween designs in September. So that's the plan, is to have them done by then. So I have been playing around with a little bit. Photoshop has some really nice lettering. A lot of it is kind of basic, but obviously if you're using it through Photoshop, I'm sure it's for commercial use. Don't take my word for it. Please make sure that you look that up before you do any of that, because I don't want to tell you that they're all fair use for commercial and then you use one and you get flagged, or you have something happen, you have to take down your design for whatever reason. But I do know that they have quite a few of them that are free for commercial use. You can also buy text that you can use for commercial use. Now, I haven't looked too much into it, just because I don't want to buy a bunch of text and then end up not being able to use it for one reason or another. And then I've put more and more and more money into this business that's not bringing me any money back. Now, if you're interested as to how much money I have put into the business, I do have a video on that. I will link that down below, or you can always go check out my uploads on my channel. But I do have quite a bit of money invested into this so far, and I don't want to keep going crazy investing more and more money until I start making more money in. So that's why I've been working on figuring out my own text-based designs that I can use to kind of spruce things up a little bit. Photoshop doesn't have any photos, but if I want to sell something on Printful alone, Printful does have some really nice like designs and photos that you can use. So back to Photoshop though. As long as you have figured out the Merch by Amazon designs, not designs, but if you figure it out like the size that they need, the format they need and everything, then you can go ahead and set Photoshop up with those size and those formats, which is really great. Once you set it up once, you can set it as your default size, which I have done. I've got it set as my default size. I've got it set for the default format to use. So it's great. Every time I open up a new one, it's automatically in that format. Like I said, I have been messing around with their text space. So you can do it in different colors. You can even go back and change the color, which I actually just found out today. I was playing with it a little bit today and I was like, you know what, maybe I should talk about this a little bit. I did a t-shirt design that says Mom of a Toddler. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you, like, I haven't posted it yet. I haven't tried selling it. I'm not going to tell you the font I'm using. That's obviously something for you to kind of figure out on your own, because if I tell everybody what I'm doing, then it's going to oversaturate the system of how things are like set up, oversaturate how many people do it. But anyway, that's beside the point. Being a mom of 2 toddlers, at least at the current recording and uploading of this video, not sure if anybody sees it in the future, I am a mom of 2 toddlers. And yeah, I know how hard it is. So we have those days where, like my shirt, we just can't adult. Anyway, so I thought that would be something really nice. It's a niche that I am aware of. Obviously, it's a niche that I'm living, being a mom of toddlers, that, I can kind of speak to and get into. So I have been looking into doing a couple of like mom niche shirts. And I've just been kind of playing around right now with things. I haven't really uploaded any of them, so I'm not sure if they're going to sell or if they're going to be in demand. But I've just been kind of playing around with different text, different designs. But it is nice because I did find out after doing the text, because I did plain black at first. And, you're going to have those darker shirts that obviously you can't do in plain black. And if you're a mom of toddlers, you're going to get stuff on your clothes. It's inevitable. They're going to get something on you at some point, some way, somehow. So I did, as afterthought, decide, man, I really should have done this in white as well versus just black. And the great thing is, and I didn't know this, I just took the paint can from Photoshop and I was able to just change the colors. Now, I did use a bolder font, which made it a little bit easier to change the colors. I have changed the colors on some of my Fiverr designs before, but obviously I don't know how the designer made those, so I just figured that was standard. Give it a shot, never hurts. But I have changed some of my colors on the designs that I've gotten from Fiverr, and I figured, how does this work? I created this myself. I need to know how to do this in the future. And I was able to change those colors pretty easily from like black to white, which is basically what I did. It did come up with an error code, making sure I did it on the right layer, because obviously with Printful, if you've ever messed with it, you have different layers for different designs that you can do. It's not a requirement, but it's an option. And it was easy. I love Photoshop. If you have not gotten Photoshop, or if you've been just thinking about Photoshop, like quite honestly, if you're doing any kind of print on demand service, Photoshop is going to be your best friend. Like I've said before, if you use Printful, you can literally design right onto the shirt with Printful, which is great. I do love that idea, but I wanted Photoshop in order to work with Merch by Amazon. I did get it on sale, which is the best thing ever. So I've been playing around with it, and I think this is going to be great. I do plan on playing around with it a little bit more, and obviously I'm going to be playing around with different colors, but yeah, I just want to kind of have a conversation about this. The littlest things kind of excite me, and the littlest things make me happy about, getting stuff done, figuring stuff out on my own, so I don't have to constantly pay people to either create designs or pay for their designs. That way I can have my own design, and who knows, maybe somebody will like my designs and I'll open up a digital shop on Etsy that I can sell those designs on. So you never know. I think it's great. I love it. I am always thinking towards the future and towards different things that I can do and different ways that I can, make some sort of passive income to help out with my family, and obviously expenses that come with just life. Like expenses, they're a thing. So now that I've rambled on for probably about the last 5 minutes and probably repeated myself at any point, lost track of the conversation, that's basically going to be it for today. I just wanted to kind of talk about Photoshop, talk about the fact that I've been messing around more with the text-based designs, and I got super happy about the fact that, I could change the colors later, just like I could a design that I get from somebody when I purchase it. So that's about the gist of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry for rambling on. If it was too much, you can always play me in the background and listen to me while you work on your own designs. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. That way you can see videos on every month, how my shops are doing, random videos like this as to what I'm working on, what I'm looking into. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.